The one common thing every client I talk with, no matter what their level of education, and some of them very high, you know, we have more degrees, you wouldn't believe the degrees that sometimes we accumulate. No matter how much money they've made, everyone who thinks about making really serious changes talks about fear. Fear is the common denominator in this whole thing. So it takes courage to change to the unknown potential. We are going to have to be able to deal with change effectively, which is the challenge. And I've listed some characteristics, and I want you to notice that all these characteristics start with a C because I have practically a Ph.D. in English, and I know what alliteration is. Here we are. We want control. This is a type CC. Challenge, confidence, commitment. We could talk for a week about all of these things. Creativity, these are what we're talking about. Baby boomers want these things, young people too. Okay, we want to be competent, courage to do this, cooperation, change, common sense, curiosity, and then we come to the most important one, which is next. I say, we have to have a sharp crap detector. If we're going to make it in today's world, we can have all these other things, but this is the bottom thing that we really need, because so many of the things that we've counted on are now, they're not there anymore. This is what's happening to many people right now. You've been with a company and you're 50 and fired. And it's bad enough, but out-of-work executives are facing what they said was a permanent vacation. Now, what I do is say, that is crap. We don't have to have a permanent vacation. We can do something about it. The first step is understanding and getting to know yourself. What we do is we use assessments, but we also take people through a series of skills workshops to identify their skills in depth, okay? Then we pull it all together. This looking inward is like a house of mirrors that we put you in. We take all of the information that we get and we identify careers that could be a match. And so this looking inward is then followed by a series of looking outward. What's out there? What career? And we've identified many careers. And what you do is pick 3 careers and you research them in depth. I have everyone list what I call their glass balls. Glass balls are things that we call them success criteria. Glass balls you don't drop. Rubber balls you can drop. Glass balls are you knowing the things that you have to feel successful. If you are looking to feel successful in your career, you had better identify what it is that makes you feel successful. Once you identify that, then you know what you can go out and find it. But you have to know it. I want meaning and money. Now, I want meaning first, but I have to make a profit. I don't want to be old and poor, okay? So that's important to me. And you put what you mean by that. I want purpose and I want a profit. Then you put your career up on the matrix, and on a scale of 1 to 10, you decide how much of that you have in your current career. This becomes the written prescription for what you're looking for in your future. So when you go out to research and say, what's a match? This tells you, here's what I have to have. You must figure this out. When I work with clients, we don't work this out bang, bang, bang. We ooze it out of ourselves, because sometimes I get people, and the only thing they can think of, I want to make a lot of money. When they finish really looking at themselves, they need to make a decent amount of money. Money is sometimes not even on their list, because they're going to make the money that's going to come, but there are other things that are much more important. I wake up in the morning, sometimes, frankly, my body hurts. Sometimes it hurts. I think, oh my God, I can't get up. I get up because I have to. I have meetings. I'm not exaggerating. 30 minutes later, I will think, I feel fine. There's nothing wrong with me. I feel great. But if I hadn't had work that had purpose that I could pursue with a passion, I would have stayed in bed and moaned all day. That's true. So I don't stay in bed and moan all day because I don't have time. Even if you're working for a company, you had better think of yourself, you are self-employed. Lifelong learning is an absolute. If you are not on a learning curve, you're going to have trouble. You work with the education system to rethink the way students are taught to develop a career. We really must do that. Don't tie your future to one company. That's one thing. Don't think they're going to take care of you. You know that's not so. Okay, career success on the edge of chaos. That's where we are right now. Cultivate that type CC personality I talked about. Determine and develop what I call a brand you. That is where you know yourself and you know where you're going and what you want. We can't coast anymore. There's no neutral in the workplace now. You're going to have to keep it in gear. Discover the purpose to pursue with a passion. My meaning magnet, I am a teacher, you know, and I'm a grower. You know, I grow people, I grow myself, I grow plants, I grow anything. I grow people whether they want to grow or not. As long as they get in front of me, they better expect it. Madeline, my sister, is a fun-loving person who's traveled throughout the world. And the nephews told me, when Aunt Madeline comes, she says, what can we do to have fun today? And you come, Aunt Helen, and you say, what are we going to do to prepare you for your future? And you know which one they'd rather see coming. But anyway.